Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about this murder. This murder, it's kind of really messed up. There's a lot of issues with this murder. Alright, this murder, it happened on Valentine's Day of 2019. And, okay, we have 4 people involved. It happened in West Virginia. We have a girlfriend named Amanda Mcguire and Amanda's boyfriend, Thomas Mcguire, Amanda's sister, Anna, and Amanda's dad, Larry. Now, let me do a backstory. Amanda's dad, Larry, he was a pedophile. How can I say it? He was. And he actually was 9 years in prison, just got out of prison when all this happened. He was a sick man. I mean, it doesn't really say what kids or who his victims were. You know, what kids he fondled or what he did, but he was a dirtbag, and he preyed on women, and he preyed on children. The victim of this story is Amanda's boyfriend, Thomas Mcguire. He was 38 years old. I don't really have a lot of background story about everybody, mainly the dad. That's it. That's all I have. So, what happened was Larry came back into his daughter's lives, and they ended up living together. For some weird reason, all of them ended up living together. You know, Larry, Anna, Amanda, and Amanda's boyfriend, Thomas Mcguire. They still don't really know what happened, why Thomas ended up being murdered. They have some suspect on why he was murdered. You know, the motivation of it, but we will get to that. Like I said, this happened on Valentine's Day of 2019. Girlfriend Amanda just actually was sentenced to 40 years for second-degree murder of this year. So this was something that happened very, very recently. Unfortunately, something happened. Larry was very jealous of Thomas getting his daughter's affection. There is a lot of incest in this. Incest in between Larry and Amanda. And to be honest, Larry and Amanda actually ended up getting married. I don't know how, because in West Virginia, that is illegal. Highly illegal. So after Thomas's death, not even a month after, Larry and Amanda, father and daughter, got married. So, on Valentine's Day night, what happened was that they bludgeoned Thomas to death with a wine bottle, and then they shot him up with meth, tied him up, and then also strangled him. They actually buried him in the backyard. This is very, very sad. I don't know why. I'm not sure. You know, the guy didn't even do anything wrong. That is what they're assuming. So, and everyone's telling on each other, but they all had a hand in it. I don't know if it's because of drugs or that's just my opinion. I think that they were drinking and getting high, and they just had but not even 10 days after they moved in with their dad, Larry, Amanda's boyfriend is dead. It's like they planned this premeditated murder for 10 days, that's it. So, what happened was they buried him in the grave wasn't that deep. And they left him back there for a couple days. But then, for some weird reason, after he was dead, they dug him back up. And they decided to stab him and dismember his body after he was already dead and buried. You have got to be a really sick person. There was something wrong with all of these people. Something wrong in their heads. I mean, who does that? You've already killed him. Why would you dig him up and do some more and then bury him again? It's disturbing. To me, it's disturbing. What happened was 7 months after Thomas passed away, they found him buried in their backyard. I guess the police. It doesn't really give specifics of how he was found, just that he was found. Thomas had family. Thomas had a mom. She was worried about him and decided, I guess she's the one that called the police and they went to go search for him. Duh, you're guilty. It's in your backyard, you know? What kind of psycho runs around and decides they want to bury some random person in your backyard? I feel really bad for this Thomas guy because there was like no motivation. The only motivation is that Amanda wanted to marry her dad. And this really happened. It's just gross. And the dad actually decided to write a letter to the police department that stated that, yes, committing incest with his daughter, and that he murdered his daughter's boyfriend and buried him. And it was a really short letter. It just said, I confess, and that's it. He practically said he's not going to fight. He'll take his punishment. It was funny because around the same time, they definitely arrested Larry because he never registered as a sex offender. So he was breaking his parole when he was sentenced to prison the last time. So I guess he just figured, hey, why not just turn myself in because I'm going to prison anyways, probably for a longer sentence. But Larry got life with no parole, with first-degree murder. His other daughter, Anna, she's actually still awaiting trial, but she is being sentenced with first-degree murder. Amanda, she actually got a lesser sentence. I mean, to me, I feel like maybe she said something and it pointed towards her dad, and that's why the boyfriend was found. But around the same time, Amanda, she was brought in on second-degree murder with 40 years. And that's it, just 40 years. And she was 32 years old. It's so messed up. A dad marrying his daughter. Them killing Thomas because of this. And also, Thomas's mother believes that Amanda wanted Thomas's social security checks. And that's one reason why they killed him. Because the mom said that even though Thomas was dead for 7 months, each month that he got his social security check, they were being cashed. I'll talk to y'all later. I will see y'all. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Just remember, it's scary out there.